So I'm starting to share with you some of my foods, and I almost didn't do it today because I wanted to make a Cajun chicken, and of course I don't have Cajun seasoning. But what I did is I looked it up and I made Cajun seasoning from what I have here in the kitchen. And I'll share that. All right, today we are doing a crock pot. It's kind of like a clean your fridge meal. So I have chicken browning in the cast iron right now, and I'm gonna start cutting up vegetables. This is going to go in the crock pot for about 4 to 6 hours on high. So I like to clean it out. Again, I'm starting with chicken. I'm also gonna add a little hot and sweet Italian sausage as it browns. But let's get into the vegetables. First up, I'm just gonna slice some celery. Now, I like sharing because eating healthy doesn't have to be disgusting. Eating healthy actually tastes really good. So this recipe calls for some celery. I'm gonna put a red pepper in it. I'm gonna put some jalapenos, onion, mushrooms, and a can of tomatoes. All right, so we're just chunking up the celery. Let me tilt this down so you can see it a little bit better. There we go. All right, so here it is. I'm gonna turn my chicken. So I have a little bit of salt, pepper, and garlic on the chicken. And again, I'm just browning it to go into the crock pot. Now you don't have to add sausage. I just happened to buy sausage today. So here we go, we're gonna throw this. Can you see my crock pot? I love crock pot meals, and I always make extras so we can have it the next day and also freeze it. Jalapenos, if you watched my last video, you know we like hot. So here I'm just gonna slice them up. The best thing about crock pot meals is just the smell in the house of the food cooking all day long. And it's winter, so I love that smell. All right, so I got my jalapenos in here. I'm gonna take an onion, and the onion I'm gonna just slice too. So I'm gonna keep everything pretty big. I'm not gonna dice anything. So here we go. I also wanna talk to you, if you're starting something new, so this is my second video cooking. It's something new, right? And there's this tendency not to do it because we want it to be perfect. Well, I'm here to be imperfectly perfect, right? Nothing we do in life is ever perfect. And even cooking, so I didn't have the Cajun seasoning that I wanted. So what did I do? I went online and I looked up a seasoning and I made my own. So we'll try it out and I'll let you know how it is. The idea behind cooking is it's like an experiment. You put in flavors that you like, and then you make notes. Did that recipe work, or was it something I should add? So I don't want you to be afraid of cooking. I want you just to have fun with it. Have fun with eating, have fun with cooking, have fun with just living life. There's this tendency to be so serious all the time. All right, so I'm gonna take this over to put my chicken in. Adding more chicken. It's gonna be amazing. It already smells good. There's nothing like salt, pepper, and garlic. And now I'm just gonna brown my sausage too. I'm gonna cut it up. And I got this from the local butcher, so it's nice and fresh. If you're in the New Jersey area, I got it from Colonial in Point. I love their stuff. And again, I'm just gonna cut it up, throw it in the frying pan. The other thing, I almost didn't do this video today is, again, I had to make the Cajun seasoning, which took a little more time than I was putting in my schedule, and I actually have a class in a half hour. So I'm making this work. We just make things work. Don't hesitate, just go. That's my That is my advice for today. There's always this hesitation. Do I have enough time? Is it good enough? Should I wait? I'm just saying, just do it anyway. Just show up for yourself like I'm doing today. So I'm cutting up the peppers. Again, I'm not dicing. I'm keeping everything pretty, I call it chunky. So I'm just gonna slice them. They're gonna cook down so nice. There's nothing like fresh vegetables. Gardening season's coming. If you're a gardener, drop it in the comments. I'm getting excited. I don't know about you. I like cooking. There's something therapeutic about it. Even though, like I said, I'm crunched for time today, I'm still making it happen because the meal is gonna be amazing. All right, so I have some mushrooms, baby portobellos, that I'm just gonna clean up. Let me get a paper towel. The good thing is you don't see the sink where all the dishes are. Give that a little shake. And this is literally taking me less than 10 minutes. What have I been talking about? 5 minutes? And then the rest, it's going to just cook. Now, I'm also gonna make a big salad with this. I promised you a video that will be coming. And then I'll typically put this over cauliflower rice, or I might just keep it plain. What we do like to do the next day after it's been sitting for a while, we like to cut this in half and put it in the oven and then stuff it with the leftovers. So that's a really good idea to give your leftovers some kind of new look and new flavor. And if I remember, I'll take a video and show you tomorrow. All right, so let me just slice up my mushrooms here. Throw them in. Looking good. All right, it's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. I like the colors. You can use green pepper. Use flavors that you like. I just happen to like vegetables. All right, my crock pot here is looking pretty good. It's getting nice and stuffed, if you can see that. Look at that. How amazing is that? I know, just 2 people eat here. But this crock pot meal, again, we'll eat it tomorrow in a different way, and then I'll freeze the rest for days that I really don't feel like cooking. All right, next up, my sausage is almost ready. I'm gonna open up my can of tomatoes. Look at this. We are under 10 minutes and we're gonna have an amazing meal. So I'm opening up my tomatoes. I'm gonna add my new Cajun seasoning that I just made, a little paprika, and then some salt and pepper. So I like heat, so we're going smoky paprika. So I'm gonna add my sausage. Let me bring this over again. Let's add all this in, all this yumminess. Actually, let me grab a spoon. I'll do it that way. So there is my crock pot, and I just need to now add the seasonings. All right, so this is the leftover of my Cajun seasoning. And I'm just gonna add about a tablespoon of Cajun seasoning. Coat that night, a little bit more. Smells good. And then I'm gonna add some smoked paprika. A little smoked paprika. And I'm gonna top it off with a can of tomatoes. I don't know if I'll have much room after this. And I'm just gonna mix it around a little. All right, and there you have it. I'm gonna put this on low, actually high, for about 4 to 6 hours, and I'll just check on it throughout the day. I hope you found this enjoyable. not entertaining, but realize that in less than 10 minutes, you literally have a meal that can feed you for days, and it's a healthy meal. So I hope you enjoyed this.